Well, this is it. Today is unboxing day. This is the new Pilot RC 67-inch Edge 540, the version 3. This is a brand new release. This just got to the US a week or two ago in Tailslide Aviation. The color scheme is really cool. I think this is the nicest color scheme for this type of plane right now in the market for any brand, personal preference. But also because the previous 67-inch airframe I had, the Pilot Extra NG, was a great plane, but it's a relatively old release. I think that plane was released a few years ago. This model is brand new, and it's a Ryu design, and it should come with a couple of updates that brings this type of 67-inch airframe kind of in line with other manufacturers in the market, like Streamflight, Skywing. So yeah, pretty excited to see what we have in the box. Let's get started. Okay, so first, Colin. Very nice paint job. Looks like the same as my big 120cc Edge, just in a much more compact version. Seems like it comes with 2 tabs on the bottom and 2 bolts on the top. And it already comes with the different holes ready to go. We have the horizontal stabs, single piece. And the first very obvious improvement right away we can see here is that the surfaces already come hinged and sealed from the factory. You can see the flexion will not be a problem. This looks like a good 65 degrees of travel at least on each direction. Beautiful scheme, as we already know. We have here the gap for the single horn. This is one thing that I wish Pilot RC already did for us in the factory, which is install the horns. Not because it's a huge amount of work or it's particularly difficult, but one, many of the similarly priced airframes in the market right now already come with the horns installed. And 2, especially for this size airframe, this might be the airframe size that a lot of people new to balsa high-performance extreme aerobatic planes or IMAC planes will get. And they might not have an experience of dealing with installing horns properly. So again, not a huge deal. I have some video on the channel kind of explaining my process, not that hard to do. But given that a lot of other companies are doing it, it would be really nice if Pilot RC kind of brought that in line with the rest of the other manufacturers. I think in the past, Pilot actually was doing that for you, but I think they ran into issues where the horns would either break or there was some kind of damage in the airframe with the horns during transportation in the past, and they stopped doing it. I think I heard something about that. Don't know if that's accurate or not, but either way, other manufacturers have already shown that that solved problem. I think they usually use a little piece of foam protecting the horns. So yeah, I don't know, not a big deal, but just it's on my wish list for something to improve in the future. The rudder. It looks like the hinges are already pre-installed and glued on the rudder side, so this is just a matter of putting it on the fuselage side. And this seem to be CA-based hinges. Side force generators with a cool shape. I usually don't use side force generators. I'm glad that they come with. It's one more thing we can test and see if we like it or not, but also because it means that the wings come with the holes pre-drilled, which means that even if we don't use the set for generators, we can make use of night lights that will attach on those mounting points. Beautiful wing, like the covering job is definitely excellent. Again, these ones already come with hinges installed, sealed, really nice job. We have here the hardpoint for the servo, already giving you the direction of the servo, where the shaft should be, and what is the recommended servo arm, in this case 1.2 inch. Usual semi-quick release system, bolt base from Pilot RC. Very light construction as usual. One really nice detail from Pilot RC is that they obviously include the wing bags, carbon wing tube, we have here the wheel pants, painted, matching the yellow of the airframe. And it looks like we'll have to drill probably the 2 small holes to attach to the landing gear. And this is the landing gear, carbon fiber as usual in all these Pilot RC high performance airframes. 4-bolt pattern, holes on the wheel pan side pre-drill. We have the 2 holes for the wheel pans and the bigger hole for the wheel axle. All right, so this is the fuselage. Looks really nice. Something that stands out right away here in comparison to previous versions is the amount of carbon that we have here in the front. That should make this a much more secure setup. Quick release for the canopy. Looks slightly different system. Nice details on the inside of the canopy. As usual, lots of carbon inside the fuse. Typical system for semi-quick release on the wings with the slider and the bolt. Comes with a pretty nice spinner, 4-bolt spinner with some airflow pre-drilled here. And this is something that I think is also kind of interesting from Pilot RC in this size airframe. They include some accessories to install, I guess this is a glow engine. So it has the mount and the small fuel tank. It's kind of nice to include this. I do wonder how many people actually go for something different than an electric power system. At least here in the US, I think that 99% of people will just use an electric motor. Don't know if that's different maybe outside of the United States. I know that other companies just default to pure electric and don't even worry about other power plants. And this is the motor box that will have to glue and bolt in the front of the fuselage. Looks pretty beefy. I know in the past some people have mentioned that they would like this to be a bit stronger. This looks like the carbon here and the thickness on the wood here seem much beefier than it used to be. as usual, Piloter is pretty generous with the accessories we have for tires or axles. We have the push rods. We have all the bondings required, extensions, Velcro straps. We have a spare bolt or horns, bunch of different hardware to finish the build of the plane, or tail wheel assembly, and some extra lead extensions.